Hi all of you, this video is about the basic facts, basic lines and references for India, the territorial boundaries, particularly the maritime boundaries of India. So facts 1, 2, 3, 4, you can take down these facts and for your references, you can come back and have a look. The first is that India is the world's 7th largest country in terms of its territorial area. And as 7th largest country, we have countries in comparison like Russia, Canada, China, US, Brazil and Australia. And the 7th one is India. India's geographical area is approximately 3.29 million square kilometer, also written as 329 million hectares. But this is called as the total geographical area. Actually, the entire territory of India that India claims geographically is not in the control of India. So we have another reference number called as total reported area, TRA. The TRA of India is approximately 309 or 310 million hectares. Whenever we talk about the ratios and proportions of land use patterns, ratio proportions of forests, we talk in terms of this total reported area, which is 309 or 310 million hectares. The Land Department also recognizes the total reported area of India. If you look at the north, south and east-west extents of India mainland, the southernmost point of India is 8 degrees and 4 minutes, and the northernmost point is 36 degrees and 7 minutes. And the southernmost point is Kanyakumari or Cape Coblin, which is the state of Tamil Nadu. Many of us will make a mistake of recognizing Kanyakumari as part of Kerala state. It is not. It's part of Tamil Nadu and not the state of Kerala. The northernmost point is called as the Indra Col, C-O-L. Col essentially is one type of gap in the mountain, also what we call as passes. Cols are smaller than passes in terms of its openings, and passes are, however, considered to be more important for trade transport. But some of these gaps are also called as cols, C-O-L. The northernmost point of India is Indra Col. One interesting fact about Indra Col is it was not named after Indira Gandhi. It was named after goddess Lakshmi. In 1912, Bullock Workman, he had named this northern point as Indra Col. Indra Col is not far away from the Siachen Glacier. It's slightly west of the Siachen Glacier. It is on mountain ridge called as Siachen Mustaq Range. And this is part of the Karakoram ranges of India. Now, again, an interesting fact here. Indra Col, the northernmost point, is part of India that is under India's control and administered by India. But if you actually look at POK part, which is the Gilgit-Baltistan part, India's northernmost point is further northwards. It is near a pass called as Kilik Pass, which is not under India's control, neither is it administered by India. So for official purposes, we recognize Indra Col as the northernmost point. It is very near the India, China and Pakistan triangle. In fact, north of this part, there is a small strip of land which is called as the Saksham Valley. It is also sometimes called as the Siachen Strip. The Saksham Valley was first occupied by Pakistan and then it was handed over to China. Saksham Valley is a very important part of Xinjiang and Pakistan CPEC corridor, the China-Pakistan economic corridor. So Indra Col is somewhere not exactly in the northernmost point of Indian territory. It is the part of territory controlled by India, also administered by India. Next important fact about the east-west extent. The westernmost extent of India is in Kutch in Gujarat. This is the longitude of 68 degrees 7 minutes. Whereas the easternmost point is in Arunachal Pradesh, in a place called as Kibutu village. This is approximately 97 degrees 25 minutes. This small village is part of Arunachal's Anjab district and not very far away from where Lohit River enters into India. One important fact about this Kibutu point is that it is considered as the easternmost point of India, and this is also called as the first village of India. First village because if you look at the sunrise, it's considered this is where the sunrise falls on India first. In 2023, our Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, had once started this small campaign that Indians must visit the first village, which is in Arunachal Pradesh. By the way, this part, the easternmost part, is also claimed by China. However, it is under Indian territorial administration. That's about east-west and north-south distances. Now, one important fact, the north-south extent of India is about 3,214 kilometers. The east-west extent is about 2933 kilometers. Although east-west and north-south, the difference in terms of degrees is same. North, south, east, west, approximately 30 degrees in the both directions. But in terms of kilometer, the north-south distance is more than the east-west distance. That is because while latitudes are parallel and are equal distance, the longitude, they start converging as you move towards the poles. And India, if you look at east-west, not very far away from the Tropic of Capricorn, is fairly north of the equator. That is why the east-west distance is 2900 kilometers, whereas the north-south is approximately more than 3000 kilometers. This is a very important fact that you can be asked as a part of prelims, so make sure they don't miss out this conversation. While we have said the southernmost point of India is 8 degrees 4 minutes, Kanyakumari, but actually the southernmost tip of Indian territory, if I look at the islands also, the southernmost tip is 6 degrees 4 minutes, which is the southernmost point of an island called as Great Nicobar Island. In the Bay of Bengal, there are two groups of islands, Andaman Islands and Nicobar Islands. The southernmost island is called as the Great Nicobar Island, and south of that is this point called Indira Point. Indira Point was named after Indira Gandhi in the 1970s, when she made the first visit to that location. The member of parliament from that region, in honor of Indira Gandhi, named that place as Indira Point. It also is otherwise called as the Parsons Point or also Pygmalion Point. And when we had the infamous 2004 tsunami, this Indira Point has now got submerged. There are a lot of discussions around Great Nicobar you must be careful about and must read about because of the transshipment project that we are developing as a part of Great Nicobar Development Project. There are important national parks like the Campbell Bay National Park, like the Galakia Bay National Park, and the Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. All of this will get compromised because of this transshipment challenge. And now that we're studying this point, you should all have a look at the map. The Great Nicobar and the Indira Point. It is hardly about 145 kilometers from the northernmost point of the Indonesian islands in the Aceh province. There's one island there called as Rondo Island of Indonesia. This place is just about 145 kilometers. Where you look at Andaman Nicobar Islands from the eastern coast of India, from parts of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, the distance is more than 1,000 kilometers. This point, Indira Point and the Great Nicobar is a very, very important strategic point. It's not very far away from Indonesia, not very far away from Malaysia. It's not very far away from Malacca Strait. And for all ships passing from the Malacca Strait can have an option of the transshipment channel at the Indira Point.